Now in this video, we're going to recreate the 2018 Vic Fangio Bears defense, the system that powered Chicago to one of the most dominant defensive seasons of their era, finishing #1 in points allowed and #1 in takeaways. The blueprint was controlled chaos, disguise, pressure, and precision that terrorized offenses every single week. Now in this video, we're going to break down 5 plays for this Fangio Bears defense, all built out of 3-4 formations and nickel 2-4 load mug. Then we've got 6 more plays live right now on Scheme Kings that will help you take this defense to the next level. Now, the 2018 Chicago Bears were an absolute nightmare for opposing offenses, a defense built on speed, disguise, and relentless pressure. In their nickel sets, they bring in Kyle Fuller as their extra defensive back, giving them elite coverage versatility while still keeping their front 7 stacked with playmakers. They had Khalil Mack, who would line up with his hand in the dirt as a pass rusher, collapsing pockets and forcing turnovers, while Hakeem Hicks dominated the interior with his power and quickness. And that's exactly what our nickel 2-4 load mug aims to replicate. It's a balanced nickel look that matches personnel against spread offenses and thrives against shotgun sets with 3 or more receivers on the field. Then we have a walk down linebacker mugging a gap along the defensive line, giving this formation its name, and this allows us to create a ton of unique pressures by forcing protection confusion up front. Now the first blitz we're going to look at is OLB Blitz Zero. This is a zero-man pressure look that features a looping linebacker coming in untouched, and this play can also create a ton of unblocked edge pressure. Then even if they block their running back, you're still going to get a free rusher screaming into the backfield. Now to set this blitz up, you want to spread your defensive line, then pinch your linebackers, then QB contain, then you want to user the high safety responsible for the running back. All right, so with this zero-man blitz, one of the reasons I really love to incorporate a lot of these type of blitzes in any of my schemes is because how I design them, if they block their running back or send him out, we know we are going to get at least 1 rusher free. A lot of the time, if they send the running back out, we'll get 2. But we know if this comes in, if everything works out how it's supposed to, we are for sure going to get at least 1 guy in. So when we see this, most of the time, the free rusher who always comes in is going to be the looper from the second level. So he's going to come right in this B gap. But then a lot of the time what happens too is the D-line collapses in, so we're going to get the looper here, and we're going to get the D-end coming unblocked off the left edge, meet at the quarterback. He has to throw it out, and we actually end up picking it off. Here's another one. So same thing. Look for the looper and the edge rusher. So we get both guys in free here, in on the quarterback, and he is going down. Then even if they block their running back, we want to be able to make sure we can still get pressure in here, block their running back here. They block everything up on the outside, but we still get the looper coming in on the QB, and he's going down. Now, as far as our coverage on the back end, we are in a zero-man blitz. So it's going to be zero-man coverage on the back end. We need good man defenders who can actually lock up, play coverage. We're going to have no safety help. And on this play, you're going to see I'm the user. And if my defender, or so my player I'm guarding is the running back here, and he's going to stay in and block. So when I see that, I'm going to be free to help on anything I see. He tries to throw this crosser, and I just undercut it with my user, and we are going the other way with the football. Here, I see the running back leave on a route. That is my player, and I come from the safety spot. He runs a little Texas route out of the backfield. He's getting pressure, so he's to get that ball out quick, and I just meet the running back and separate him from the football. Then the other really nice thing I like about this blitz is it can be a really good run defense as well. So if you don't want to run our 3-4 stuff and you want to run nickel, this is one of the things I would recommend as our run defense. We're going to get a ton of guys firing down towards the football, can work on under center runs, can work on shotgun runs here, try to get it, and we're just having so many guys fire into the backfield. It can be a really good run defense as well. Next up, we have LB Twist 3. This is an incredible blitz that has both of our linebackers walk down and a stunt on one side of the ball that is going to create a ton of confusion for protections, and it consistently delivers an unblocked edge rusher straight to the quarterback while we have a really good cover 3 shell in behind it. Now to set this up, always make sure the stunt is on the right side of the screen. You can flip your defense if it comes out on the left. Then you want to spread your defensive line, bring the 3 receiver hook linebacker into the A A gap opposite of the stunt, then blitz all linebackers, and you want to stay using that linebacker that you brought down. All right, so with this cover 3 blitz, like I said, we always want our stunt on this right side of the field. And one other thing we can do with our coverage here is we can either shade up or down and put either hard or curl flats on the field. Here it's 3rd and 2, so I'm going to put hard flats on the field, try to force them to hold the ball for a half a second longer or wipe out the flats. Now, this stunt, most of the time what happens, this guy's going to go out, this D tackle is going to take the guard, and this guy in here is going to stunt inside and just come in completely unblocked. So right here, you're going to see this guy shoots out, this guy shoots in, and our D end just comes right down Main Street, fires in on the quarterback, and gets a big hit. That's what the majority is going to happen, though. Sometimes the D end they'll overshift, and it'll be the D end who loops to the outside is actually going to be the one that comes free. And sometimes they will overshift to the stunt side. Right here, they overshifted to the stunt side, and now our backside D tackle comes free. So most of the time, like I said, it will be from the stunt itself, but sometimes it'll be one of the edge rushers or one of the D tackles will come free unblocked. Then, like I said, for the coverage, shade down if you think they're going to be trying to go to the flats right away. And as the user, we know this blitz is going to be coming in. We know we're going to be speeding up their process. So we just want to get out over the middle of the field, find any hots they're trying to get out of their hands right away. As the user, I pick it off, and we are going the other way with the football. One thing to keep in mind here as well, whenever we're running a cover 3 6-man pressure or 5-man pressure, you as the user are going to be the only one in the shallow middle of the field. So you really just have to be cognizant that you are going to try to take away their best quick hitter over the middle. Here, pressure, they try to go up the seam right here. Our cornerback steps in front. We get an absolutely huge hit on the receiver, and our cornerback gets the pick. And here's another one. Pressure starts to come in late. He tries to throw this hot. It's off target, inaccurate, because we get that pressure in his face, and our safety steps up and we get the pick going the other way. Then if you're loving what you're seeing so far with this 2018 Bears defense, we've got 4 more videos with 6 more new plays waiting for you right now on Scheme Kings to take it to the next level. We have multiple heavy blitzes to help you get a ton of hit on the QBs. These include man and zone pressure, so you can send a ton of different looks at the offense, and we're breaking down more of our match coverages we want to use in this scheme. Then already on the site, we have our intro Fangio defensive scheme, plus we still have our 2024 Eagles breakdown coming, and in-depth match coverage breakdowns on the way as well. And that's not all. On Scheme Kings, we've got all of our other Madden content live with our Big 3 offense. It's an incredible offensive scheme to use. Plus, if you're diving into College Football 26, we've got even more content for you there as well. Then I'm running my also running my Fangio site sale, and this will run until December 21st. Use code Fangio to get 50% off your first month. Then the 3-4 front was the heartbeat of Vic Fangio's 2018 Bears defense. These formations let him unleash his creativity and completely overwhelm opposing offenses. It was the foundation of his system: controlled spacing, disguised blitzes, and relentless front 7 pressure. This front was a massive reason they became one of the most feared defenses of their era, finishing first in both points allowed and turnovers forced. Now in Madden 26, the 3-4 formations give us the same flexibility and control. It's our go-to look whenever the offense brings out multiple tight ends or running backs onto the field. It allows us to get our big bodies inside to plug the run while still being versatile enough to send heavy pressures or drop back into coverage against passing sets. Now the first blitz we're going to look at here is Field Blitz 3 out of 3-4 Tite. This is a 5-man pressure that sends a looping linebacker from the second level to blow up the quarterback while maintaining a solid cover 3 shell in behind it. It's one of the safest yet most effective ways to create pressure. Now to set this up, you just want a QB contain, then take the 3 receiver hook player and walk him down into the B gap 1 to 2 steps opposite of the looper. All right, so with Field Blitz 3, really like this because this looper is just going to come in unblocked an absolute ton. Same with this blitz as our previous one. We can shade up or down with our curl flats if we want. Take our 3 rec, stand 1 to 2 steps down in the opposite B gap of our looper, and you're going to just see our looper is going to come unblocked a ton right here. We also get a shed from our D tackle in the middle, and we get in for the QB hit. Here's going to be another one. He's going to loop around, go through the running back, hit in on the quarterback. pop it up, should have been picked. Here's one more. So what you're going to see with this blitz is this D tackle is going to take the guard. This QB contain is going to pull out the left tackle, and this linebacker is just going to come in completely unblocked through the B gap right there. Here they even blocked their running back, but he was late coming over, and we get a huge sack. Turn this into a 3rd and 33. Now, as far as our coverage, like I said, you can shade up or down with your coverage. Once again, it is a cover 3 blitz, so we have to be responsible for the whole middle of the field. But here we shade down, we take away that quick throw to the flat, we step in front for the pick 6 going the other way. User in the middle of the field, I'm playing the whole middle. I see this drag, our blitzers coming in, then I see the dig coming in behind it. I step in front, and I just had a feeling he was going to go to this spot, and we're able to step in front, get the user pick going the other way. Here's one more. Here we shade up and put curl flats on the field instead of the hards. I see a drag over the middle, but we shade up on our coverage. He tries to go up over the top. Our cornerback gets a nice hit. Ball popped in the air. Should have picked it off. So field blitz 3, another very good blitz. Next up, we have OLB Fire 2 out of 3-4 over. This blitz lets us bring unblocked edge pressure straight in on the quarterback, creating chaos while still protecting the middle of the field with a cover 2 shell in behind it. Now, to set this up, whatever gap the defensive tackle starts in, shift your D-line the opposite way. Then you want to slant your D-line down, then bring the linebacker away from the shift down into the opposite A gap, and then QB contain. All right, so with this cover 2 variation of this blitz, here we're getting an overload on the opposite side of the field as our user, and this overload is basically going to let this outside edged player come in completely unblocked. Then for our coverage, once again, you can shade up or down, put clouds or hards on the field. Then the thing with anytime we're running a cover 2 blitz where we're sending 5 is now it's not just going to be me in the middle of the field. We are going to have another curl defender, hook curl, vert hook, mid read, 3 rec, something like that in the middle of the field that can help us play coverage. So as the user, I also know now that if they pass, I'm going to go left because we are going to have the vert hook going right. But here, going to have a blitz coming in the first few times. We want to cover here and make the center step to the left. If the center steps to the left to take us, then we can bail, and our D end is going to just come in completely unblocked. And when I say step to the left, just step to the opposite side of our overload. So we shifted to the right here. So if we can get the center to step to the left like he does here, blitzer is going to come off the overload side. Now, if we set it up so the blitz is coming off the left, we obviously want the center to step to the right. But here, see the center step to the left. That means our edge player is just going to come completely unblocked, and we have everybody up over the top. Then same thing with our coverage here. Shade up or down. And once again, here I see the vert hooks on the left side of the field. So I know I'm probably going to go right away. Here, I kind of step, then I go right. We're going to get pressure. We shade it up, and we have cloud flats on the field. So if he tries to go up over the top to this corner route, our cloud flat is there, bottles it up. Here, once again, I'm going to go left because we know the vert hook is going right. I see this player here. If I don't go there, that's a hot read right up the seam. Then he tries to go back the other side because he sees my user there. We have our other vert hook and cloud flat defender come up, separate him from the football. And here, 4th and 5. So I'm going to put hard flats on the field, take away anything quick and easy to the flats. And as the user, I'm just looking for anything hot over the middle. I see this kind of shallower drag, then this dig in behind it, and I step in front, and we get the user pick going the other way. So there's our cover 2 variation of that blitz. Very, very good. Now, Vic Fangio is one of the true architects of match coverage and the 2 high safety structure in the modern NFL. And we're going to incorporate that same approach here. And the main coverage we're going to be focusing on is cover 4 quarters out of our 3-4 formation. Now, what makes match coverage so dangerous? It is a true hybrid between man and zone defenses. Defenders drop into zone, but match routes once they develop down the field. This makes it incredibly difficult for offenses to find open windows, as the defense can adapt post-snap to anything the offense throws at them. When mastered, it completely shuts the meta routes in Madden like corners, posts, crossers, and seams, turning your defense into a true lockdown unit. Then cover 4 quarters isn't just elite in coverage, it's also a top tier run defense. Both safeties are going to be in run fits, meaning all 9 defenders with our front 7 plus our 2 safeties will trigger downhill the moment they read run. This lets you swarm the football from every level and blow up runs before they develop. Then a great adjustment we can do to make this even more effective is press triangle and then show cover 3 pre-snap. This is going to walk one of our safeties down in the box. Then we can use the other safety and manually bring him down on the opposite side. Now, both safeties are box level players ready to fire into the backfield and erase any run attempt. And when we run this with our 3-4 personnel on the field, you can shut down any run game you face. Now, while we'll be running match coverage a ton, what takes this defense to another level is how we pair our blitzes with it. When opponents start sending everyone out on routes to attack your match concepts, that's when we want to hit them with pressure. Combining our zone and man blitzes with your match shells punishes offenses for trying to flood the field to attack your match coverage, and your heat is going to get home even faster. Now, I'm not going to break down all the rules for cover 4 quarters here, but I've already done a full breakdown in College Football 26, which I'll link below. Now, even though the breakdown is for college football, the coverage rules and match principles are identical in Madden 26. Then remember, with just what you've got here, you're already going to be able to run an incredible defense, but don't forget, we've got 6 more plays up right now on Scheme Kings that will take this Bears defense to a whole new level. And if you want a full breakdown of this entire Fangio defense, where we cover the big picture philosophy, talk about the legends of the scheme, and walk through the personnel you want to run in this defense, then check out the intro video for the scheme right here.